Hi, I'm Tim Hankwich, Music Director of Orchestra Iowa. This year marks the 100th anniversary of George Gershwin's Rhapsody in Blue, which is one of the most famous pieces in the entire repertoire. George Gershwin was one of the great pioneers of Broadway, and many of his shows are still being performed to this day. One of the great tunesmiths of all time, and was one of the first, actually the first, to really find an American sound by fusing jazz, popular music, and Broadway all into one sort of American sound. And so what we did is we bookended Rhapsody in Blue with a piece by Bernstein, who sort of inherited the mantle of Gershwin, who also became very famous as a Broadway composer himself before becoming a great conductor. And also ending with an African-American symphony by William Grant Still, who was a colleague and a contemporary of George Gershwin. And in many ways, the thing that they share is not only did they know each other, they borrowed from each other a whole lot. So for example, George Gershwin's big hit, I've Got Rhythm, which he wrote for his musical Girl Crazy in 1930, was actually borrowed from a signature tune of William Grant Still, who wrote this symphony also in 1930. And guess what you're going to hear? You're going to hear I Got Rhythm throughout the entire symphony. We have 5 guest artists, and starting with Stuart Goodyear, who is one of the great pianists of all time. In fact, he's one of the leading Beethoven interpreters alive today. He performed on our very first concert when we came back from COVID, for example. But he also plays a very mean Rhapsody in Blue, so it's great to have him come back and put his own musical stamp on this classic. And then for the second half, we have the Damani Phillips and William Menefield Quartet, and they're going to do their own unique modern take on I Got Rhythm. And this is the way I want to sort of fuse the future with the past, using a time-honored lick or a song like I Got Rhythm and putting old wine into new bottles. And to have actually incredible artists like this who are from the University of Iowa, local artists, there's a very robust jazz scene, and it's also great to also have our audiences see their own personality into the music that we play. They should come see this because it's a whole lot of fun. There's a lot of high energy that they're going to hear on stage, and there's going to be a lot of tunes that are going to be humming on the way home. And it's Rhapsody in Blue. Come on, anybody who's flown with United can't escape that piece.